Hello and welcome to the Asset Insider channel, where you come to stay up to date on cryptocurrency. Today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP because there has been a lot of positive news coming out lately for Ripple in the month of March, and there's more expected to roll out as the month continues on. And before we get to the first article, please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I will greatly appreciate it. Alright, the first article. 19 companies are using officially XRP to facilitate cross-border payments. The ripple effect is happening. There are a total of 19 companies that say they are either using XRP or plan to implement XRP to power cross-border payments. Along with those 19 companies, 4 of them include crypto exchanges Bittrex, Coins.ph, Bitso, and Bitstamp. So the big name in there would be Bittrex. They are a very large company in the USA, and them using XRapid would drive a lot of volume to the XRapid system. Continuing on, the rest of the list of companies is EuroXM Bank, Bittrex, Bitso, Coins.ph, Bitstamp, Cullix, Mercury FX, Catalyst, SBI Virtual Currencies, another big one, IDT, V Americas, SendFriend, Flash FX, Arlington Capital, BitTrue, JNFX, FTCS, and Transpago, and of course R3. Continuing on to the next article, which will cover some of what we just covered but in more detail. Ripple's XRapid system is set for adoption from 3 major crypto giants. The article goes on to state the CEO of mainstream crypto and traditional asset platform eToro confirms that the company is taking a hard look at Ripple's XRapid system. Yanni Agia just paid a visit to Ripple's headquarters to learn more about the cross-border payment solution that uses XRP to settle transactions. Agia also met with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse at the Paris FinTech Forum to discuss a new partnership. It goes on to quote, "I think as a fintech company, it's very important for us to foster relationships with other fintech companies. Obviously, we're one of the largest trading platforms on XRP, so I'm very interested in forming a relationship with Ripple Labs and understanding what we can do together." It goes on to also state Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao is on the same page. His quote, "We're focused on launching more features right now, so we are working with a number of other partners. With XRapid, there's nothing going on right now, but in the future, we'll definitely want to add them as a partner." Binance adding XRapid into their platform would cause a huge spike in volume for XRapid, as they are the largest crypto exchange right now. And Binance has shown that they are very XRP friendly. They adopted XRP as a base pair when no other large exchange was doing it. They went ahead and did it because Changpeng Zhao realizes that XRP has a very large community behind it, and their community actually votes with their feet. They come out in numbers to show their support for XRP, and that is very good for the adoption of XRP because it shows just how many people are behind the system. It also goes on to state Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings is looking to join XRapid through SBI Virtual Currencies, which I believe has been pushed back. Their launch date it was going to be in March of 2019. Their website is up and running. You can make a account on the website if you are a resident of Japan, but trading is supposedly not going to be launched until July of 2019, about 4 months from now. I do not believe there has been absolutely concrete official evidence that the pushback has happened, but there is a lot of stuff going around on Twitter with people saying, some people are saying that it's still going to happen in March, and then there are many people saying that it has been pushed back to July. Either way, whenever it launches, it will be probably one of the biggest things to happen for XRP, just because SBI Holdings does hold about a 10% stake in XRP, and they are personally looking to profit from making XRP increase in value, which is why they are using XRP as their base main trading pair on the SBI virtual currency platform. Continuing on, it goes on to state how XRapid works, which I'm sure many of you probably know by now. An institution will send a payment. The fiat that is being sent will be converted into XRP, sent to the receiving institution, and then the XRP will be converted back into fiat to complete the transaction. The transaction happens in a matter of minutes, and the actual XRP transaction happens in a matter of seconds. This is much faster than Swift or MoneyGram or Western Union or many other remittance payment services out there. Nothing really keeps up with XRapid. It also goes on to state, as previously stated, Ripple has been partnered with Bittrex, Coins.ph, Bitso, and Bitsnap, and that real-world use of XRapid is picking up steam. Remember, XRapid is slowly being adopted. A lot of these smaller partners are using the system right now, but once that system has been tested out and is seen to be worthy of being used and saving money as far as transferring payments, a lot of these institutions can save anywhere from 10 to 20% of what they currently pay to make these payments happen that they would normally have to pay out to companies like Swift. And 20%, even 10%, when you're talking about millions and billions of dollars being sent, you would be saving, or these institutions would be saving, a lot of money. And when it really comes down to it, money is what they want. So there is no reason why they would not want to adopt the XRapid system. Alright, continuing on. The currency exchange provider Mercury FX is up and running on the XRapid system, giving enterprises and individuals the power to move money using XRP. The company says it has completed its first commercial XRapid payment between the UK and the Philippines, with one of its clients sending money around the world to pay for his honeymoon. There's a tweet from Mercury FX saying Mercury has just made history and completed the first ever commercial payment using XRapid to the Philippines. The payment was made for an individual client to pay for his honeymoon at Edgewater Dive Spa Resort in the Philippines. So, this was the very first commercial payment. This happened on March 5th. So that was only about 4 days ago. Now that this payment has successfully happened, I believe as more payments do happen through Mercury FX and these other smaller platforms that are already live with XRapid, those bigger institutions are bound to come in soon. Once that happens, the volume and the money will be ridiculous. Alright, another big article for XRP. Bitcoin and Nasdaq are not a good fit, says Nasdaq's head of blockchain development. So, as many of you may also know, Nasdaq is opening up a cryptocurrency exchange that is actually set to open up sometime in March this month. And as of right now, there has not been any updates on any pushbacks. So, hopefully, we will get the Nasdaq opening up their exchange in March. And they are saying that Bitcoin is not a good fit for them. Here's why. Nasdaq, America's second largest exchange, recently indicated that the financial institution's blockchain project could move cryptocurrency payments to streamline their business processes. However, they added that the plan would most likely not include Bitcoin BTC. John Toll, Nasdaq's head of blockchain project development, recently mentioned in an interview that the institution had started using decentralized blockchain technology to improve and empower its European mutual funds business. John Toll went on to reveal that 8 Swedish banks were collaborating with the exchange for the usage of private permission hybrid ledgers to refine mutual funds trading. He stated, in quote, "The mutual funds business in Sweden, in the Nordics, in Europe, and in many other places in the world are very, very fragmented. A lot of intermediaries, and it takes a long time to settle trades. It's a lot of manual intervention, and even fax machines are still used," which is, as we all know, in nowadays, ancient technology pretty much, because who uses a fax machine now? He further added, "So, for that, we see where blockchain can have a really good role here, how we could create a shared trusted network between the intermediaries and guarantee them transfer and issuance of those shares, as well as manage the payment for those shares." Toll indicated that the uses of cryptocurrency for complete peer-to-peer payments was also being considered. However, he does not believe in the theory that Bitcoin was the right match for the Nasdaq. He clarified that the distinction between Bitcoin and blockchain was that the former was generally public and had open participation, while Nasdaq was more focused on blockchain core technology for their financial markets. He goes on to quote, "The problem with Bitcoin is that if something goes wrong, you don't have anyone to call. There's no one to sue or get your money back. So if they get your private key, they can literally steal all your Bitcoins and there's no way to get them back." John Toll said he was convinced of blockchain technology's potential and believed that it would eventually revolutionize the trading process for major market exchanges across the world. This is very big news because when we got the first insight that the Nasdaq was going to be opening up an exchange, we all assumed that Bitcoin would be the main coin on the exchange because, as we already know, Bakkt is starting off with Bitcoin, and Bakkt is powered by ICE, which owns the New York Stock Exchange. And if the New York Stock Exchange was essentially betting on Bitcoin, then we all figured the Nasdaq would as well. But that is not the case. Apparently, they do not think that Bitcoin is the right fit for them. But luckily, we do know that the Nasdaq has mentioned XRP and Ripple many times in the past couple weeks and months, even going to 2018. And it seems like XRP will be the currency that the Nasdaq will choose to be their key currency. So most likely we will have the Nasdaq using XRP, and we will also have SPI virtual currencies using XRP. So that's 2 out of the 4 big platforms that will be opening up for institutional investors, that being Bakkt, Fidelity, SPI, and the Nasdaq. And 2 of those 4 are, well, one of them is definitely using XRP, which would be SPI. The second, Nasdaq, would most likely be using XRP because they do have a lot of interest in XRP and are not using BTC, as they have stated. We do know that Fidelity and Bakkt will both be starting with Bitcoin. That's already been confirmed. And this is just an article from back in 2018 that says that there has been negotiation for months now with Ripple pushing to have XRP amongst the first set of coin to be listed when the Nasdaq launches its crypto platform in 2019. It quotes, "The back and forth has been ongoing for the better of 4 months, and XRP is set to be one of the initial coins listed when the Nasdaq launches this crypto initiative in early 2019. Nasdaq listing XRP in early 2019 is huge news and makes Coinbase irrelevant. So, this article shows, like I said, XRP has been talking to, Ripple has been talking to the Nasdaq for months now, even maybe over a year now, about having XRP as one of the first currencies. And now we have this more recent news that Bitcoin is not a good fit for the Nasdaq. So it just gives a really good case for XRP. This could be very big potentially just huge for XRP if we have two of these big platforms using XRP while the other two use Bitcoin. It's just great. I mean, there's no words to describe how awesome this would be if the Nasdaq launches with XRP as their main currency. Alright, that's going to be it for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. I will be releasing more content about XRP soon. Please like and subscribe if you liked my information, and have a great day.